Hello Flosstube, it is the end of summer and I haven't filmed since the beginning of summer, so a lot of stuff to tell you, maybe not so much stuff to tell you. Summer was busy, but not necessarily stitching busy, and I had fun. New chapter in my life, new things coming up, but all in all it's been a great summer. So here we are, the first week of September. This is usually a time that I set new goals, but we'll get to that later. Let's talk about what I did this summer. Do we want to talk about stitching stuff first or other stuff first? Let's talk about who won the giveaway from last video. So if you'll remember, we were giving away Watercolor Heart, and we only actually had one entry. So Kay's cross stitch, you get Watercolor Heart. I will leave a message for you so that you can send me your address, and I'll get the kit mailed out to you. So what else happened? I still have a whole bunch of tins to give away. They may end up going down to the thrift shop because I still haven't figured out a good way to mail them to people. But let's talk about what I did stitching. Where did Celtic Heart go? I actually have a finish, which I'm going to pause for a second because I don't know where I stuck it. I usually lay things out. So just a sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. It was over on the ironing board. So I finished Celtic Heart. So if you'll remember, this was a whip in progress that I got from Erica when she gave away, well, sold away all her stash. And when I got this, it had just a little bit up here done. Now it's all finished, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do to finish it. So it will just go into the roll of projects, which is right here. This is my roll of finished projects. So it will go in there. It'll just get rolled up with all the other roll of finished projects. So the way you make a roll for your finished projects is a piece of PVC pipe and then a really long table runner that is lined with a very soft cotton. So, and then you just lay your pieces down flat, you roll it up, tie it done. Really simple picture roll. So what have I been working on since I finished Celtic Heart? Well, I needed something small. So Celtic Heart has been replaced by Tempest. Not a lot of progress on Tempest, but there has been some. Tempest is another piece that I got from Erica, and she did a color conversion on it. Hello, Boaz. Oh no, that's Jock. I have a beagle that came to watch me film. Do you want to come up and be in the picture? Maybe we get him in the picture. Come on. Oh. Come on. Oh. Okay, here's a beagle. There's a beagle. There's a beagle. Okay, you all done? And he's the big beagle. His sister's the little one. So, Tempest with a color conversion. I've got quite a bit done on Pulpal. The last time I showed it to you, just a little bit done up here. Now you can see one whole pear. As soon as I finish the pear block, I just have the cherries left. So it's so close to being finished. So, Pulpal. We were talking about getting Ecology finished in time to go down to AZA and Exotics Con. Guess what? Didn't happen. So it'll go next year. So here's where we are with Ecology. And somebody asked where I got Ecology. It was a free, it's like a $1 pattern at Hirschner's. Maybe it was Hoffman. It's either Hirschner's or Hoffman. It's one of their $1 or freebies. Anyway, it's an online pattern, you can download it. So I got part of the turtle done. Project bag. And I had a new start. One of the stitch alongs was a mystery start. So here's my mystery start. And I can't believe I left a needle embedded in fabric. I have to grab a needle minder. So there is my mystery start. And that is Tigerlily in silk. There's the beagle. So there's Tigerlily. It's with a silk conversion. There's all my silks. Except for the skin tones. Somehow I have managed to misplace the plastic box of my silks, of my silk skin tones. So maybe Santa will be nice and bring another set to me for Christmas. Because I wasn't going to sign up for the second half of Year of Stash, Stitch from Stash, but I did. And I was very bad. I spent $10 on the Krynex to work on Tempest. And I know a lot of people have been disappointed in the Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch, but there were a couple pieces that I just fell in love with. So let me see if I can find them now. It wasn't the cover one, because the cover one's just kind of dorky, but I am a sucker for haunted houses. So the haunted house was one that I really wanted to stitch. And Thorn Castle. Except for I will probably stitch that on a lighter fabric. That one I thought would be cute to stitch for my daughter. The joke is that her little monsters are a snake, a lizard, and a cat, and a bird. Nevermore. I'd like to stitch that for light. Especially since it has a Harry Potter feel to it. And there was another one in here now that I cannot... Oh. The spiderweb ornament. I thought that was really cute. There's a cute TV picture called Revenge of the Creature. Oh, I liked Besieged. I thought that would be a nice accompaniment to the Terry Nolan snow globes. It's a little less embellished than theirs. And then there's a couple of the other ornaments that were really kind of cute. The Blackwork Pumpkin. I like that. Lad's Closet, not so much. Oh, this bookmark. I thought that one would be kind of fun. And you could do that. You could do that in different colors too. There's a Blackwork cat called Ghost Cat. And of course the trick-or-treat bags, which my kids already have. My kids are too old for trick-or-treat bags, but who knows, someday I may have to stitch trick-or-treat bags again. The Haunted Birdhouse is another one. I'm not going to show you the picture because it's on the same page as the pattern. And you know, if you are so desperate to get a free pattern that you pause a YouTube video and hand do whatever, More power to you. It's not like you're getting the key. Wicked Party was the cover one. Kind of like that too. I will probably never stitch that one, but I kind of like it. It's just a Bible quote. Oh, and the Halloween choker. I thought that'd be really cool to cosplay. And I thought that would be really cute on a black fabric instead of the purple. Kind of like the Haunted Castle would be a lot better on that on this purple than on the black that they did it on. Sometimes you question people's color choices. But hey, that's why a pattern's just a place to start, and you change it. So anyway, I got the Halloween issue, so now we're up to $20. And then my EGA chapter decided to go to Shepherd's Bush because we had some new people in town. And I was just going to go to Shepherd's Bush and not buy anything. I was going to help enable other people. Yeah, no. So I have nothing for Thanksgiving. I have a lot of Halloween stuff. I have a lot of Christmas stuff. Here is the pattern for my new Thanksgiving belt pull. Here are my color conversions. Shepherd's Bush had done their own color conversion, but they didn't have the dark brown burlap fabric that they had used. So I am still using burlap. I'm just using a lighter color of burlap. It's jute. It's natural. It's not burlap, it's jute. But the color is called natural. And of course you use pearl cotton on jute. So here are my color conversions. There's my Flosstube. And they gave me a free needle because I was stitching on the train on the way up and did not have a needle. And I bought another hoop because, I don't know, I may end up working in hand without a hoop on this one just because the jute is just kind of open. So I bought the hoop just in case I need it. I may end up using Q-snaps on that one just because I'm looking at it going, that hoop's going to pull that jute out of alignment, and then I'm really going to be up a creek. So I am not even, I'm going to put the hoop over there. I will put the hoop away after the video, but there's the Thanksgiving medley. And the turkey's going to have a little bit different. And anyway, I got a new project. Who knows how many years before I start it. Oh, and they also, the Shepherd's Bush threw in a thank you gift. Just a little kit. Which, okay. There is a hurricane headed towards Florida right now, Hurricane Irma. Harvey just hit Houston. Let's talk about 72-hour kits. So a 72-hour kit is what you grab to bug out of your house, and you know it's going to be at least 72 hours before you can come back. So you've got 3 days worth of food, a change of clothes, feminine supplies, you know, just some basic stuff. Just enough to keep you alive while you're at the shelter or wherever you're going for 3 days. These are perfect for your 3-day kit. You are going to be sitting in a shelter. Throw in your 3-day emergency kit, throw in a book that you love to read all the time. Throw in a little kit, a little pair of scissors, something that you don't care if it gets dirty, you don't care if you ever finish it. Let me tell you, you're not going to want to finish it. When you work on something in a traumatic experience, you're not going to want to finish it. It's going to remind you of the traumatic experience. But then again, there's some people who would like to finish it and say, hey, look, I survived. This was my traumatic experience. I think I'd probably be more like a friend of mine who was stitching on 9/11, and that was it. She was done. She's never stitched since. But she does some absolutely incredible knitting patterns. So there's that. So what else happened this summer? So once upon a time, when I was growing up, my dad gave me this book. And he gave it to me not because he wanted me to be in sales, because girls are supposed to stay home and raise their families. Men are into sales. But there's some really good positive messages here that will help you catch a husband. Yeah. I did catch a really wonderful husband, and he's been wonderful, but there are also some really, really good positive messages for living your life that are in the greatest salesman in the world. If you're religious based, it does have a religious message in it, but absolutely love the book. Well, I also stumbled across the Ogmandino Leadership Institute, and I am currently certifying to be an Ogmandino certified leadership coach. So we'll talk a little bit about that more later. But one of the things that Ogmandino teaches is it's our habits that make us who we are. And one of my habits is stitching. And one of my habits is procrastination, which I think you've kind of figured out because I've got all this stuff that I've started and never finished. I also have a tendency to overcommit myself. I am working on both of those. And my coach is helping me work on both of those. But one of the things with procrastination is, for years, I have had on my bucket list that I wanted to ride the Carson County Carousel. So I sat down with my husband, and we figured out what would it take to go visit the Carson County Carousel this summer. 700 miles from the house, more expensive to fly than to drive. 4th of July fell on a Tuesday, which meant kind of an open week. Gaming Con was the 6th and 7th, so I had to be back in town by the 6th. But I took Monday off work and left early on Friday, and we went to the Carson County Carousel. And I rode the Carson County Carousel. So what's so big about the Carson County Carousel? It is also known as Philadelphia Toboggan Company No. 6. It is a hand-carved wooden carousel. It is not a jumper, which means the animals do not go up and down. It does have horses on it, but it's mainly menagerie animals. It goes up to 10 miles an hour because before they added the jumping horses, which why they call them jumpers, before they added the horses that go up and down, speed used to be the big thing. So the Carson County Carousel goes 10 miles an hour, which is faster than most carousels today. And it also has one of the last remaining Wurlitzer band organs. It's not marching band, it's Wurlitzer brass band organs. So I got to hear a brass band organ, and I got to ride some of my favorite horses. And this is my new favorite horse. I thought the zebras would be my favorite. No, the armored horse is my new favorite horse, and they had a Christmas ornament of it. And I also really like the Mer horse. And this was just part of the set. You had if I bought the armored horse and the Mer horse, I got another pin free. So I did that. I was going to have the armored horse open here. It's also got oil paintings on the inside. So it's got some really interesting oil paintings. And it has been fully restored. There's my armored horse. There's my armored horse. And I am looking for a graphing program because I got a really good picture of the armored horse and I want to chart it in cross stitch. So suggestions for graphing programs that I could scan a picture in and not come up with 1,000,001 colors would be very helpful. But in marriage you compromise. If my husband was going to drive me 700 miles to ride a carousel, he wanted to do something on the way back. So on the way back we stopped at Bernal and he got to take pictures for 3 days. So in Dinosaur National Monument we took pictures, and we also went to a place called Fantasy Canyon, which is just a little ways away from Dinosaur National Monument. And it's kind of like a miniature Goblin Valley, if anybody's ever seen Goblin Valley. But we also bought GoPros, and I have a new channel that has nothing to do with stitching. But if you've ever wanted to stitch to nature sounds, or maybe visit some places out west in the western United States, I have a new channel called ASteponThe Road, and I film nature walks. The Great Salt Lake, Dinosaur National Monument. There's some time-lapse road pictures. My ride on the carousels there. There's 10 minutes of just a waterfall. So if you just want something different from Flosstube to stitch to, you're welcome to go visit ASteponThe Road and check it out. So remember I said I had to be back by July 6th in order to go to Gaming Con? I was the celebrity handler for Gaming Con. So Jennifer Hale. For those of you who play Overwatch, Zenyatta, Theo Chin, Roadhog, Josh Petersdorf. Oh my gosh, he is a freaking riot. He is hilarious. Anjali, she signed a picture that I gave to my son. So Anjali plays I forgot her character, but if you look up Anjali Kangaroo, there's a video that she posted on Twitter that is absolutely hilarious, and that is the way she is in real life. That really is the way she is in real life. She said, as we were walking to one of her panels, she said, we brought up the kangaroo video, and she said, you know what? Never accomplished anything by being sedate. Everything good in my life has come from being just a little crazy. So, thoughts there. Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom is one of my favorites, and Cowboy Bebop is a gateway drug to anime. So, these were the people I was working with. Oh, and Jason Hayes. I don't know where my Jason Hayes picture is, but Jason Hayes, who was a composer to pretty much everything every video game out there. Jason Hayes came to dinner with my family. You know, just I was a little starstruck. But at the end of the con, Dan Farr and Brian Brandenburg have purchased into Gaming Con. They're the organizers of Salt Lake Comic Con, and at the end of the day, I'm helping clean up, getting things put away, because I was the manager over the celebrity area. Well, assistant manager, Desiree. Okay. Desiree managed outside the hall. I managed inside the hall, so we were co-managers. But she was officially in charge, and I was her assistant. Desiree's running people to the airport. Dan Farr comes up to me and said, "Here, every woman deserves a tiara. It is a Cinderella tiara signed by Jennifer Hale." And when Dan Farr says, "Would you like a tiara?" you say yes. So I have a tiara, a Cinderella tiara, signed by Jennifer Hale. And then it gets even better. At the Gaming Con party for all the volunteers, they were giving away stuff that vendors had donated. Guess what I won? It's a cross-stitch kit of a Dragonite. And I'm a Pokemon fan. So that was my summer. And that's what I did this summer. So plans for next month. September is usually a time of setting goals. And right now, we're coming up to the end of the Year of Whips. Fruit Pulpal was on my Year of Whips list. I am trying to stitch at least one strand a night in Fruit Pulpal so that I can hopefully get it finished by the end of October, which is when the Soulful Stitching's Year of Whips, the inaugural Year of Whips will finish. I am not going to get Dragon Ride finished, but I got Autumn Queen finished. I got Celtic Heart finished. I got the La-Di-Da, the one with the witch in the shoe. I got that one finished. So Watercolor Heart got finished. I've finished several things that were on my Year of Whips list. I'm just not going to get everything finished. But that's okay, because I'm still accomplishing things, and I've kind of not started a lot of things. Okay, yes, I inherited a bunch of whips, so I'm working on getting those finished. But that's where I'm at. So there's really not much to add. Usually I outline what I'm going to cover and what I'm going to talk about. And this time I did not do much of an outline. I pulled my whips that I was going to cover. But as you can tell by my not having Celtic Heart here while we started filming, didn't really have that ready. So honestly, it's almost midnight. I'm probably not going to edit much tonight. This may just get posted as is, raw video. Yay, raw video. Oh yeah, we're going to show off my shirt. Yes, it's been a bunny and a chainsaw type of year. But, oh my gosh, people. I was going to talk about the Augmendino coaching. I started going through the coaching program. And I have met some of the most incredible people. I am working with some of the most high-functioning, successful people. It's absolutely amazing what I'm running into and the people I'm meeting. And it's made a huge difference in my life. I'll put the link to my website down below if you're interested. I need to have 10 to 15 people take the assessment just so I can practice doing assessments. If you'd like to help me by taking out the assessment, I'll have the link to my website down below. And in the meantime, enjoy your stitching. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Life is meant to be lived. Go out and live. Do something crazy. Not too crazy. Don't hurt people. Don't hurt yourself. But go have fun. Have purple hair. Enjoy life. And remember, don't let anyone else pick the pattern of your life. You pick the pattern of your life and you make it what you want it to be. After all, the pattern's just a place to start. How you execute it is what matters. Bye.